Pranam. Space and time. These are very fascinating words. We have heard a lot and people talk about it a lot. But let's understand this from a different perspective. Let's take first time. What is time? Time plays a big role in our lives. Everything is linked to time. You are working in an office and doing some business, you have targets that is linked to time. Your whatever has happened in your life, all the events are linked to time. When you recall the events with respect to time. So time is so important. Everything when you are planning something in future, there is also you have to plan keeping in mind the time. But do you think time is such a big entity in your life? Yes, everyone will say yes. But finally, how we have defined the time? See, a year is 365 days because Earth revolves on its axis 365 times while revolving around the sun. And one day is 24 hours because it is a day, it is the Earth is moving around its own axis in a day. So this is the basic thing or the basis of time which we have defined based on certain scientific evidence, no doubt about it. But this is our creation. Do you know there's a country called Ethiopia? They're almost 7 years behind us because they follow a 13-month calendar, not 12-month calendar. They're following it. So the point I want to make here is that time is our own creation. For example, let's imagine you are taken to moon. Why to moon? To a star. Or maybe you are sitting on sun. Let's imagine you are sitting on sun, which is impossible, but you are sitting on sun. And you are looking at all the planets. All the planets are moving around you. You see your earth. What do you think? What do you how do you feel? Just an event. Earth is moving. So where is the time? But when you are standing on the earth, then you have to do all the things planning with respect to certain time. Otherwise, when you are born and you are dying, this all events happening. So the time is something that we have created. So that is number one. These are all events. So you can call it like events that have already gone and the events that are going to happen and events that are happening now without any reference to time. So time is something which is because our mind perceives everything through a frame of time. Without time, our mind cannot acknowledge or perceives, cannot recognize the things. So this is the way we function. That's the reason we have a time. Now what is space? Space is very simple, where everything is retained. Even our earth where we are standing is just inside the space. You are standing on the surface of earth and look at the sky, so that is space. We have 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air and then space. So water is subtler than earth, fire is subtler than water, air is subtler than fire, space is subtler than air. So till that space we can visualize. There's 5 elements, we can visualize something. But gradually when we are moving towards subtler elements, the substance part get bit invisible. Like air, you can't see but you can feel. Space, you just see it. I mean, the way you see it is not the space, it is just something around it. There's a blue sky that you see. But subtler than space is mind. So mind is another big space. Mind is there in a bigger space which even your 5 senses cannot perceive. It is beyond perception of the 5 senses. That's why you can't even feel or visualize. You just experience it. But that is a subtler than space, where you have your thoughts, your emotions, your ideas, innovations, everything, your intellect. Now, see, there are certain things we perceive through sense. Yes, there are certain things we understand through our intellect. For example, sun is rising, sun is setting. This visual you see through your sense. But actually, neither sun is setting nor sun is rising. Actually, this is the movement of earth. So that has been proven. So your intellect has taken that, okay, this is the truth. Even if we are seeing this, we enjoy that. Sunrise, sunset, with the beautiful sunrise, we enjoy. But on the back of mind, your intellect is saying, no, this is not like that. The truth is this. So your mind is operating in that space where your intellect, ego, your thoughts, ideas, everything, frustration, anger, everything in that space. So it's a huge space. But again you go subtler. The subtlest form is your consciousness, which is in another space. Now, see, whatever thing that we perceive through its quality. A sugar cannot be sugar without sweetness. Sugar is the substance, and the sweetness is its quality. If you remove sweetness, then the substance, you can't call it sugar. A fire cannot be fire without heat. So you perceive through its quality. So you can't see mind, but you can experience mind, because you are thinking, you're getting ideas, there's continuous thought process, everything is happening. Because of that, you can say that, okay, there is a mind. So we are perceiving through quality. So similarly, consciousness also is a quality of certain substance which is somewhere staying in that space, which is creating everything. And this is a continuous pulsation, continuously pulsating, and it is creating. Now, when scientists have also tried to understand it, and they are saying it is a God's particle which is creating everything. Everything is surrounded, all the manifested things are surrounded by dark energy which can't see, and everything is created by the God's particle. So that's the subtlest form where the creation is happening. So there is no concept of time there. There is no boundary there. It's just a pulsation. Can't say there's a beginning and end. And that is the Shiva principle, which is infinite and timeless. So that's all which I wanted to share with you. Thank you. Pranam.